1, 2, 3, come on!
Fooly Cooly is short even by normal anime standards, but there's a lot to be said for a good sci-fi comedy that knows how to call it quits before it wears out its welcome. Fooly Cooly is about as bizarre and hilarious as anime gets, with the original series revolving around an ordinary suburban boy and his extra friendly alien friend. And come on! Interdimensional forehead robots? So good. The surreal tone, incredible soundtrack courtesy of the Pillows, and experimental animation style all serve to make Fooly Cooly a wholly unique and unforgettable experience. Yu Yu Hakusho tells the story of Yusuke Urameshi, who is, by all accounts, a delinquent. But this delinquent redeems himself when he sacrifices his life to save a child from an oncoming car. And it's in the afterlife when he realizes his unique dilemma. No one in heaven or hell actually thought he would sacrifice himself to save someone else. And as a result, doesn't belong in either place. His journey back to the land of the living proves to the higher-ups in the afterlife that he'd be pretty darn good at handling the meddling affairs of demons. Armed with his spirit gun and squad of supernatural allies, this spirit detective sets off on a realm-traversing adventure that, of course, culminates in a giant tournament. Because no shonen would be complete without one. Yu Yu Hakusho stands shoulder to shoulder with Dragon Ball Z as one of the most influential action anime of the 90s. There's a reason we all still need an ending explained for Neon Genesis Evangelion more than 20 years after its release. The mythology behind the production of Hideaki Anno's groundbreaking anime has become as much a part of Evangelion's story as the series itself, with its final 2 episodes still divisive and up for debate. What isn't up for debate, however, is Evangelion's continued excellence both as an elevated take on the mech anime genre and as a harrowing and incredibly personal exploration of depression. Even with the countless movie and series sequels and reimaginings, Neon Genesis Evangelion's original run remains a fan favorite and showcases how a singular off-tour approach to storytelling can create art that continues to resonate for generations. Hunter x Hunter starts out in familiar territory. Our hero, Gon, leaves his small town for the first time on a quest to find his long-forgotten father who had left him behind. His only clue? He's a world-famous, licensed hunter. So Gon sets off to take the notoriously deadly exam and become a hunter himself. It sounds mundane and almost by the book, but Hunter x Hunter is anything but. The emotional highs and lows and the arcs of both the protagonist and antagonist are some of the best around. And as with most shonen, the dramatic action is just mwah. Don't let the title fool you. Mob Psycho 100 is another fun romp from the original One Punch Man creator, One. The series works as both a parody of shonen-style anime and a great example of it. The story revolves around Mob, a reserved boy who, of course, specializes in exorcising evil spirits. The catch? His own supernatural powers are tied to his emotions. If he gets pushed over the edge, the entire world is in peril. Mob Psycho 100 thrives on the strength of its humor, its small but memorable cast of characters, and dynamic visual style. Also known in the US as Fighting Spirit, Hajime no Ippo is a thrilling adaptation of incredibly long-running manga series. Picture a mashup of Rocky and the Karate Kid, and then you'll have some idea of what to expect from this coming-of-age drama. Hajime no Ippo follows the story of a bullied teen named Ippo Makonuchi who discovers he has a knack for boxing. As the series follows Ippo's training and gradual rise through the ranks, what really makes it shine is the way Hajime no Ippo strives to flesh out both sides of any given matchup. Ippo doesn't just train to be the best, but to understand and connect with his opponents. That alone is enough to set the series apart from everything else out there. One Piece has sat on the top of the anime and manga throne for decades, and for good reason. Eiichiro Oda's seemingly never-ending pirate adventure has somehow managed to keep a consistent level of quality over a staggering 22 years, with every new arc introducing new and exciting parts of the world. In addition, it also pays off plot points established way back at the start of the adventure. One Piece strikes the perfect balance of comedy, drama, and storytelling. But most importantly, the one thing that One Piece has in greater quantities than any other shonen out there is heart. Monster is simply one of the best stories ever told in anime manga form. But more than that, it's a special anime because of how different it is from everything else. In a medium dominated by giant robots, superpowered heroes that shoot beams out of their hands, and virtual fantasy worlds, Monster is refreshingly grounded in reality. It's a dark, mature, gritty thriller about a good man who loses everything after doing what he believed to be the right thing, and the dark descent that he must endure in order to correct his mistake. It's hard to believe, but Cowboy Bebop is over 20 years old now, and still holds up so well, both in conception and execution. This space western introduced the world to Spike, Jet, Faye, Ed, and of course, Ein. The series is gorgeously animated with a resonant story, strong characters, and one hell of a soundtrack that ensures it remains one of the best anime ever made. Cowboy Bebop has had a reach far beyond anime. Everyone from Orson Scott Card to Ryan Johnson to Robin Williams have praised the series and cited its influence on their work. The series' relatable story at the heart of its 26-episode run is a key factor in its success. Exploration of adult themes like loss all help to anchor the crew's journey throughout the stars. 3, 2, 1, it's jam. The struggle of most anime is laying out intricate world building while balancing a cast of memorable characters, iconic moments, and thrilling fights. And that's what makes Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood so special. The framing device for our entry into this sprawling world is one of sympathy. We understand why the Elric brothers would practice forbidden alchemy to resurrect their dead mother. And yet, despite divine intervention slapping them in the face telling them no, they continue on their quest. And that quest paves the way for motivation that guides them through a world of monsters, government conspiracy, and divinity. And despite all its elegance, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood also knows how to lay it all bare in unforgettable moments that will leave you standing in front of your TV, cheering for the Elric brothers. Look, I'm not gonna lie, we argued about this list for like an entire week, so it's clearly not perfect. What did you think of the list? What would you add? What would you remove? Please let us know in the comments below. And for all things anime, be sure to follow and subscribe to IGN wherever you like to watch.